So I think that there are three important parts to a classroom environment that works well. The first is I feel like the kids need to feel safe and loved. They need to be able to come to school, feel comfortable here, feel safe here, and feel like their teacher and the other students care about them. One of the ways that I do that is by our morning meeting. We have morning meeting every day. We start by taking the attendance, noticing students who are absent. We have a little song that we sing to them, wishing them well for the day. Welcome Jada, welcome Jada, we missed you, we missed you. We're so glad to see you, we weren't the same without you. Welcome back, welcome back. And if there were any students who were absent previously, we have a song to welcome them back to the classroom so that they feel like they were missed, like they're welcomed, and we're glad they're here now. Josiah. Where is Josiah? Where is Josiah? We don't know. We don't know. We hope he comes back. We hope he comes back. Back to school. We also go over our Gator guidelines so they know their expectations for the day, and they choose to commit to one, whether it's giving their best all day, acting responsibly. Maybe today they want to team up with their friends and work together. They choose one to commit to throughout the day, and they share their commitment with the class so we can hold each other accountable. At the end of our meeting, we do an activity where we get to interact with each other. Maybe we're going to hug each other before we get in line, or we're going to high five, pinky hug, sing a song with a friend, chant with a friend, so we're connecting together. That way, every day they have a moment to take a break, feel connected to the people that are with them, and know that they're safe and loved. Another thing I like to do to make them feel a part of the class is to give everyone a job. I don't just have 10 jobs where they switch in and out. Everyone has a job to make sure that they're working together, because this is our classroom. This isn't my classroom. This isn't one child's classroom. This is all of our classroom. And so we need to work together to be a team. $5 from February. Added them to the $5 in March. So far, Jorge has how much money? $15. Because is he spending any?
No.
No, he's been saving. Let's look at April. I also only have 3 class rules. I have them posted, but they are be safe, be helpful, and be respectful. And everything falls into those 3 rules. So they only have to remember 3, but all of those rules have different components to them. So would it make sense? Is that a reasonable answer that I gave you guys 208 markers? The second part of a good classroom environment, I feel like, is assertiveness. It's important for the teacher to be assertive with the students, and the students to be assertive with each other. And so, for example, one of the things I used to do was, instead of saying, sit safely in your chair, it might be, can you sit safely for me? Can you walk in the hall for me? So you're giving the child a choice when really you don't have a choice. You're going to walk in the hallway safely. So using an assertive tone and saying, sit safely in your chair. You're at a level 0 in the hallway. Choose where to place your hands, behind your back, in your pockets, pretzel them up. Giving them a choice will help with that assertiveness as well, but make sure the choices are things you want them to do. And also, a lot of our children, especially in this kind of community, they don't necessarily have the vocabulary to be assertive with each other. So you get things where they're snatching from each other or pushing each other because they're upset and they have no idea how to tell someone that they didn't like that. So I also feed the lines to my children. We get a lot of tattling at this age. They want to come up, Johnny stole my pencil. So instead of telling me, I would tell them, did I steal your pencil? No, let's go talk to Johnny. What are you going to say to him? Johnny, I don't like it when you take my pencil. Give it back to me. And Johnny's so surprised that you said that to him instead of hitting him that he just gives it right back. Spend it?
No.
No. In February, he saved 7. Did he go spend it?
No.
So they added them together. And 3 plus 7 equals? 10. So far in the first 2 months he has $10, correct? The third component that I feel like is so important is consistency. I do the same thing at the same time every single day. Granted, being a teacher, you have to be flexible, and there are days where you move things around, but it's important to be as consistent as possible. We're already in May. I would think or assume that my children know how to walk correctly in the hallway, but every day when we line up at that door, we say the same thing. My eyes are forward, my mouth is closed, my hands are behind my back, and I'm ready for the hall. There's never going to be a day that we walk out of that hallway without saying those expectations so that it's clear for them. When we get in line for the restroom, you can leave all of your materials on your desk. You do not need to bring anything with you. Let me get tables 1 and 2 to get in line. Pushing your chair. Thank you. Victor, make sure you push in your chair. Victor, this isn't safe. Thank you. My eyes are forward, my mouth is closed, my hands are behind my back, and I'm ready for the hall. For them. I also focus on the things that I want them to do instead of the things I don't want them to do. Instead of saying, don't run in the hallway, now they're thinking about running, I would say, use your safe walking feet in the hallway, so they're thinking about that. I get a lot of teachers complimenting me on the way my children walk in the hallway, but it's the same every day. And if we walk out that door and they're talking or they're zigzagging or spinning in the hallway, we're going to go right back in the classroom. We'll be late to lunch, we'll be late to recess, we'll be late to wherever we're going to make sure we can do it correctly. And all of those pieces link together to create a safe, happy environment for you and the students.